part of a church ministry is not a job or a Friday routine. It is a calling and it is a privilege to be chosen and to be used by God. Welcome. Today we have a surprise for you.
Our guest this morning is not a priest, but instead are two students.
I know, we moved on. We're no longer interviewing priests. We got altar servers now. It's amazing. We're expanding.
Oh wait, if you're new to this channel, welcome to Faith Hope Love. I'm Anne-Maria Thompson and this is my co-host, Jonathan DeCosta. Coming back to our guests, we have Ludet and Kevin. Ludet is a student of grade 12 of the Philippine school who has been serving as an altar server since 2015. Kevin is a student of grade 9 of the Asian School Bahrain who has been serving since 2018.
Welcome, Kevin. Welcome, Luther. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Doing great. I'm 100% sure that the joy you receive by serving God is not something that you can get from any materialistic goods. It's an indescribable joy. So, Kevin, what motivated you to join this ministry? Was it your parents or catechist or a sudden inspiration?
Well, growing up as a kid, we were really close to church. And my mother always had a wish for one of us to join the altar serve ministry. My sister, when she started going for English classes, she saw how the altar serves worked and she really wanted to join that. So after she joined, I was like, I want to join, because it was like a beautiful thing to see her work on the altar.
So, it's your sister, thanks to your sister, that you're a part of the altar server ministry. Ludet, how has being a part of this ministry transformed your spiritual life?
Joining the ministry, I found meaning to why our parents always made us go to church on Sundays or Fridays, and it's because that church is where you feel closest to God. It is where you feel at peace, you're calm, and you're more connected to Him. So joining the ministry, it opened a lot of curiosity doors for me as a child. And so as I got older, I started to dive deep into my spiritual journey. I wanted to know more about God, and I wanted a more personal relationship with Him.
That's very beautiful.
So, Kevin, what is the best part of being an altar server?
Knowing that God called me to serve on His altar, because personally, if you would ask me, I would say I'm not worthy for it because I'm a sinner. But God keeps on calling me, even if I fall into sin, small sins, big sins, He still calls me because He still loves me. Knowing that makes me really happy, and it's the best part.
Okay. And Luther, has there ever been a challenge to serve Mass? And how did you deal with such a situation?
It has been a challenge to serve Mass, especially when my personal problems get in the way. Maybe I'm worrying about school or family or friends, and then so consequently this would distract me from the altar and from God. And so what I do is that I realize that I'm thinking these thoughts, and so I have to snap back into reality. Because when I'm serving, it's not the time and place to be thinking about my personal problems. And so what I do is that I cast them aside, I pray about them, and I tell myself that I'll have time to contemplate and think about it later. But for now, I have to serve and do my job.
Those were really inspirational answers. So moving on, we have a fun round now. It's a would you rather. So the answers have to be quick and real. Ready? Okay. Would you rather meet baby Jesus or grown-up Jesus?
Grown-up Jesus.
So if imagine Jesus appeared to you. So what would be, you can only ask one thing. So what would be that one thing you would be asking Jesus?
Help me be a saint.
Wow.
What does heaven look like?
Heaven. Oh, I really can't wait for that answer. Would you rather read the Old Testament or New Testament?
Old Testament.
New Testament.
Which is your favorite book in the Bible?
I don't have a big personal favorite. I like most of the books, but I think Exodus is.
Proverbs, but it's in the Old Testament.
Yeah. Would you rather read a book or watch the adaptation of that book?
What's the adaptation?
Read the book first.
the latest movie you saw?
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
13 going on 13.
And like, which is the latest book you have read?
The latest book I've read is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Well, back 60s.
Would you rather attend a music concert or a sports match in a stadium?
I attend the music.
A music concert.
Okay, so who's your favorite artist?
I have like a favorite artist. I have my favorite band called the PK.
Okay, so which is your favorite song?
The favorite song I have many actually.
Maybe, but recently, like you've been listening to a concert. Which is that song?
21 Guns and Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
What about you? Who's your favorite artist?
Taylor Swift.
And which is that song that you've been listening like frequently these days?
Oh my gosh, it's the all too well 10-minute version, but my favorite song is Nothing New with Phoebe Bridgers in it.
What about you, Jonathan? Like, who's your favorite artist? Music.
Favorite artist person. I just listen to whatever comes up on the
Okay, then what's like recently you've been hearing music?
Recently, I've been listening to Sparta by Sabaton for some strange reason. It's stuck in my brain.
Oh, that's nice. So, next question. Would you rather be physically stronger than most people or be able to fly?
Be able to fly.
Physically stronger.
Okay, like who's your favorite superhero?
Yeah, Iron Man.
Aquaman.
Yeah, and what's a supernatural power that you would like to have?
Probably like super strength like Hulk's.
Yeah, super strength.
Teleport.
Destroy.
Be able to teleport.
Teleport, well, that's a good answer. Would you rather have the ability to read the minds of everyone in the world or be able to move objects with your mind?
Be able to read everything.
Move objects with my mind.
Yeah, I mean, that can make you more lazy, but then it's pretty good. I mean, sitting there, you can just, your books, your clothes, everything is like, you know,
Personally, it's better than reading minds. I would go crazy. I wouldn't be
Yeah, reading minds, I mean, like,
They only think you like turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah.
That's
if
That would be
continuously it's coming then. I mean, imagine standing in a room and you can read everyone's
Maybe like
thoughts.
if you can turn on and
Yeah,
off.
I would be
That
very
would be
confusing
bad.
if it was like very confusing if it was everyone in the room.
Yeah, everyone in the room
Instead,
knows,
you just
like-
focus on one person and read their mind.
Yeah,
Very
that's
weird.
true. Yeah. The next question. Would you rather eat food for 24 hours and not get fat or sleep for 24 hours?
sleep for 24 hours.
Eat food for 24 hours.
Okay. Like, what is your favorite food?
Right now, what's on my mind is the lavender pizza with honey on top. Yeah.
I have pizza. Any pizza.
Any pizza?
Except pineapple pizza.
What? It's good.
It's a dish.
What about you?
Papa John's pizza.
Pizza. Everyone's
Why do you
favorite.
like pizza?
Pizza is great.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. So, next question. Would you rather be the most popular kid in your school or the nerd of your school?
Nerd of course.
Yeah, that'd be more of a great to have being the nerd.
Yeah, I'd be the nerd. I already.
The popular means more fun. Popular means more fun. Like,
Yeah, but nerd means everyone will come to you for answers. And giving the answer, you get connections with everyone. That's why everyone will know
but
you.
then like everyone sees you as a
I
nerd.
think it's like the trope like you're the nerd. It's like the.
Yeah,
It's cliche. It's not real.
Yeah, and then if you're popular means like you know anywhere you go, people will recognize you. You know, like okay, Ludin, oh that's Ludin, oh that's Kevin, you know like
To
that.
be fair, we recognize everyone from our school.
I don't need to be popular. I'm not a big attention. I don't want fame.
Oh, fame, okay. Okay. That was really fun
I
answer.
feel like my parents proud of my marks. They're a very successful person.
But then being popular also can reap you some benefits. I don't know what benefits.
That's the
but
benefits.
But like then you just peak in like high school. You know, if you're like, just popular.
Popular means
I
everything.
mean, you
So-
won't get invited to a lot of stuff. You get invited to all the big stuff. But if you're the nerd, you have connections with everyone.
Well, I
Yeah,
think if
like
you're
a
popular
connected-
also, you will get connections with everyone.
What if you're popular and you're hopeless?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's a popular kid from our school. Look at him.
Yeah, that's what will happen.
But then if it's a nerd also, but okay, the nerd needs sympathy will be there, like empathy will be there. If the person is homeless,
Oh,
Why would
yeah.
they be homeless? They're nerds. Everyone knows them and they recommend them to their bosses though. But nerds.
Okay.
Why would they be homeless?
No, I guess we have to
Maybe
move on.
someone's really better hungry and then cut out.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Okay, so that was fun. Now we have a round called One Truth and Two Lies. We'll read 3 facts, 2 of which are lies, 1 of which is true. You'll have to tell us which one is true, of course. So, there's a world championship for throwing mobile phones. First fact. Second fact. Seahorses have stomachs with the absorption of nutrients from food. And third fact. French fries were first made in France.
Second one.
The second one.
Both of you are wrong. There's a world championship for throwing mobile phones. It's not a waste of money.
Why would you do that? It's so
I
expensive.
it was very surprising fact for me as well.
You
So
get
rich people do that. I guess it's a rich people. Rich
Jeff
people.
Bezos
That's a
was shopping
rich
icons. Okay, so camels have 3 sets of eyelashes. There's stars and zigzags on the flag of America, and New York is nicknamed Big Orange.
I think the third one.
The first one.
Are you sure about that, Kevin?
Uh,
Are you
first
absolutely sure?
one. First one, I think.
You're like one that's in this. Camels have 3 sets of eyelashes. That is correct.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Nice.
That was a good save. Save.
Apes can't laugh. First fact. Second fact, a snail can sleep for 3 months. And third fact, the quills on an African porcupine are as long as 3 pencils.
Third one.
Second one?
He is correct.
No.
And what's that? Okay. The quills on an African porcupine are as long as 3 pencils. That is a known fact and that is correct. Okay. The first digital watch was made in Bulgaria. First fact. Bombay duck is a duck.
What?
Bombay duck is a duck.
It's Bombay. Bombay.
Okay, and the third fact, the Guinea pig was first found in Papua New Guinea.
The what?
The Guinea pig was first found in Papua New Guinea.
The first one is
Yeah,
correct.
the first one.
Yeah, the first was a fact.
It was Bombay duck.
Bombay duck is like that.
Yeah, it's a duck. That's false. Bombay duck is actually a fish. It's a fish.
When you say it like that, everyone knows it's a fish. Bombay duck is a duck.
No, I actually thought it was a duck. Like that's because we wrote the question like that.
Duck is like that. Right?
No, I mean like it's a confusing question. Or you think like when you hear Bombay duck, you think it's a duck, right?
I've had way too many confusing questions in my life to know that. Doesn't sound like a duck.
Yeah.
See? Okay. African polo is a real sport. Guinea is a country, was a country, and Wi-Fi is free in Estonia.
It's elephant polo. Elephant polo.
What did they say?
He's African. That was so bad.
Okay, elephant polo. Sorry.
Elephant polo.
Elephant polo. Elephant
It's
polo.
a sport. Okay, Guinea it's a country. Wi-Fi is free in Estonia.
The first one.
The second one?
The first one is the right answer.
First one's the right answer. Wi-Fi is free in Latvia, by the way. In case you want to move that.
Nice. I shall go. Bye bye.
Yes. Okay. Jesus was 24 years old when he started his ministry. First fact. Second fact. The bells rung 8 times during the sacrament of Eucharist. And fourth fact. Fourth fact. Third fact. Everything's blending together. We use incense during Mass to symbolize the gift that was given to us given to Jesus by the 3 kings.
The
Second
second
one.
Correct. Blending together. Okay. Well, that was a fun round. I hope you enjoyed this round. Now we are going to get into this interview. And before we conclude, one final question. How do you motivate students into joining the altar serve ministry?
Well, it depends, because if that person or if he or she is interested in coming to church, it'll be much easier because you'll have the interest to join ministries, come closer to God. And if he's a bit hesitant, like, I don't know what to join, should I join that, should I join this? Then I'll tell you can join the altar service because basically you're serving on the holy altar. You can grow really close to God, you can be a lot ahead in your spiritual life.
I'd say try before they deny. If you don't know where to start with trying to get to know God, trying to know the inner workings of the church, and if you want to know how like stuff works behind the church and behind the mass, I think joining the altar server ministry is a great place to start. And if you're anxious or hesitant, you can always invite a friend with you so that the environment is less tense when you join the ministry.
That was a really wonderful answer. Thank you, Kevin and Judith, for giving us an opportunity to know you as well as your ministry well. We enjoyed talking to you. It was a fun interview. We hope and pray that you continue to serve God to the fullest and many more kids join the auto service ministry.
And thank you, dear viewers, for listening in, turning in. Sorry, everything is running together again. We'll be coming up with even more content. We may be interviewing nuns next. I don't know. But as always, stay tuned. Do subscribe and
Like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
and do watch some of the other videos, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Ministry is not a job or a Friday routine. It is a privilege to be chosen and used by God. It is a vocation. Welcome. Today we have a surprise for you.
Our guest this morning is not a priest, but instead a